Hello, YouTube family. This is Attorney Lee Marvin, immigration attorney, and I'm here to give you another video about how to prepare for basic things such as biometrics. So today's video is about the biometrics appointment and what it means and what you need to do. First of all, what happens at the biometrics appointment? Biometrics is a fancy way of saying your picture and fingerprints. So immigration needs to get your picture, an up-to-date picture, and your fingerprints so that they can run background check on you, and so they can have a current photo of who you are, and they're going to compare it to your filing to see if the picture you submit in your filing is the same person. So that's what biometrics is. It's a very important beginning step in the process that immigration does for everyone who files within the United States. So that's adjustment of status. That's different outside the United States in the consular processing process. They do have the same thing, it's just done in a different way. But right now we're talking about adjustment of status, which are green cards through family members, through work, whatever it is, they do the same process, okay? So the biometrics appointment, they take your picture and take your fingerprints. What do you have to do to get ready for that appointment? Well, everyone who is scheduled for biometrics is provided, big surprise, a notice. The notice tells you where to be, when to be, and what to bring. So where to be and when and all that, that's self-explanatory. What to bring, basically you need to bring a photo ID, a valid, up-to-date government ID. So what does that mean? It means it can't be an old document, an old passport, old driver's license. It's got to be up to date, which puts people in a bind if they have questionable status or time in the United States, okay? Because some people don't have the ability to get those documents. Good example, asylum. So if an asylee or a refugee is in the United States, they don't necessarily have an up-to-date passport, for example. They don't have the right to get a driver's license. So what the heck do they do? Well, a lot of times, if you're Central or South America, you have a consular card, okay? That consular card can be used to prove who you are and that it's basically a government ID. If you don't have those, you can often get things such as school IDs will work. But basically, it's something that was issued by a government agency or entity or quasi-government or public organization where they can verify that, yes, we're the organization who did this, and you can rely on the fact that we did it the right way, okay? So your ID is the most important part of that, okay? So what happens if you miss your appointment? Not good, no bueno. If you miss your appointment, that usually is a very bad thing, and it typically means the government will treat it as an abandoned process. That's changed within the last year and a half. I had a client that flaked out on her biometrics. Her kids appeared on one day. She missed the next day, and she concocted some excuse why she missed, which she thought was reasonable. It wasn't. The government denied her request, canceled the case, and all hell broke loose, and we had to try to fix it. It was not fun, so you don't miss your appointment. What happens if you need to reschedule? Well, in the past, you could reschedule it after you missed it. You just write in the bottom of the notice, I missed my appointment and I need you to reschedule it. And immigration would just reschedule it. They'll send you a new notice, and life is back to normal. That doesn't happen anymore. They crucify people, not literally, but figuratively. They try to destroy people's cases. They will not let you reschedule it after you miss it. They absolutely deny it, period. Pure, simple, done. You have to refile from scratch. So if you're gonna miss, you got to tell them ahead of time and tell them reschedule ahead of time. Otherwise, you're done, okay? So what happens after you successfully attend your biometrics? What does that mean? Well, it means that you keep waiting. Immigration will continue to process your request for a green card. And it will take different periods of time depending on where you are, where you filed, which office has your case. You basically now are playing the waiting game. So the waiting, it could be 6 months. It could be 3 years. It really depends. But there's not much you can do but wait, okay? The next part of the process, it could be the issuance of your work permit if you filed properly inside the United States. Based on a petitioner, you enter the country legally, and you have the legal right to work authorization. Next, you will get that work authorization. Again, that could be anywhere between 3 months and 6 months from when you originally filed, or never. I had a client that they just never gave the approval. They just made them wait until their green card was finally approved, which thankfully it was, and then they could move on with their life and they could work. So it's waiting basically for the interview to be scheduled, or for a request for evidence to be issued, or something for the government to continue with your process. Again, not much you can do besides wait and see if you get a request for something from the government, and just follow the instructions from your attorney on what you need to do next, okay? Subscribe to my channel, please. Not for me, but for you, because these videos are highly important, and anyone who's going through this process, 99.9% of our clients or our audience have no idea what immigration is, or the different processes, parts to it. It's highly confusing. These videos can mean the difference between stress, sleepless nights, because lots of our clients contact us and I'm like, well, why didn't you ask before you lose sleep and you're freaking out? Give us a call. Subscribe to our channel so you can see all these amazing videos on what you need to do and how you need to do it. Give us a call. Contact us on marvinlawoffice.com if you want an appointment to talk to me directly. If you need me to help you start the process, or you have questions or concerns about your ongoing process, reach out to us. We can help you succeed, and we can help reduce great amounts of stress. Thank you.